If you've been feeling stuck in your creativity lately, uninspired, blocked, or like you're pouring your soul out with nothing to show for it, I want you to ask yourself, is it really your art or could it be your environment? Because sometimes it's not your talent, it's not your work ethic, it's not a lack of passion, it's the people around you draining your energy, chipping away at your light, and making you feel like your growth is a threat instead of a gift. This is the design I've been working on. It's a fox with ginkgo wings guarding itself or guarding a sword. And honestly, it's kind of become a mirror for everything that I want to say in this video. Some relationships feel safe simply because they're familiar, but the fox doesn't stay in place just because it once felt like home. Foxes are smart, they move on when they sense danger or stillness. I mean, have we seen Fox and the Hound? Danger! The fox in my drawing is alert, aware, watching in the distance, not clinging to the past and what it thinks it's safe. It's a reminder that loyalty to the wrong people will cost you your peace. Familiarity doesn't equal alignment, and history doesn't mean harmony. Just because you have history of someone doesn't mean you still have a future. We don't always realize we're being competed with until it starts to feel unsafe to share our dreams. And maybe you've felt that way before, trying to tell your friend about something exciting that happened to you, and you were met with just, oh, cool. That's what I'm talking about. The sword in the design, that's the moment you realize your vulnerability needs protection. Not a wall, not bitterness or hatred, but just boundaries. Some people are silently trying to beat you to the finish line that you thought you were walking together. And when that energy shows up, you have to choose discernment over drama. If someone is threatened by your growth, they were never clapping for you to begin with, or at least not for a very, very long time. The fox doesn't attack, it guards. It knows not every smile is sincere, and that you can still love someone, but from a distance. I'm gonna be honest, I am a big supporter. I'll repost your art, recommend your business, like your posts, but when I notice that energy isn't being returned, I'm gonna pull back. First of all, I'm not doing all of this for recognition. I do it because I genuinely want you to succeed, and I'm so proud of you for putting yourself out there. But my energy is sacred. It has limits. I can't keep showing up for people who stopped showing up for me so long ago. I'm not showing you support for something in return, but I'm also not gonna sign up to be the only one pouring in our relationship. And that is where the ginkgo wings come in. They are a reminder that we are allowed to rise, to move in a new direction, to leave behind what no longer feeds you without guilt. Now I want to talk about the drain of your creativity when you have a lot of unaligned connections. You might think your burnout is about your work, but sometimes it's about your relationships. When you're surrounded by people who ignore your wins, who subtly downplay your creativity, who make you feel like you're too much, you shrink. You cannot build a masterpiece in a space that is starving your soul. The fox doesn't lower its gaze to please anyone. It watches the horizon. It protects what matters and lets go of what doesn't. Now, you deserve relationships that feed you, that feed your soul and not siphon it, that fan your flame, not snuff it out. That sword, that's your boundary. Those wings, that's your freedom. And the fox, that's your wisdom. You're not selfish for protecting your peace. You're being strategic. Sometimes you don't even need a big exit just to distance. Just do it. Just distance. Just clarity. You've outgrown the soil, and it's time to plant yourself somewhere new, and there's no shame in that. You flourish faster when you are fed. Once I started surrounding myself with people who saw me and supported me, I started thriving, not because I changed my art or my practice, but because I stopped giving my best to people who barely gave me their presence. The right circle won't just cheer you on, they'll remind you who the fuck you are when you forget, okay? Very important. This design, it's not just art. It is a message, a boundary, a transformation. And now I have to ask the hard question. What if you're the one who hasn't been showing up? If you find yourself side-eyeing someone else's success, feeling weird when a friend shares good news, that's okay, but I think it's time to face it. Comparison kills creativity, but self-awareness can revive it. I want to talk about some tips to heal that energy. I really believe that pausing to reflect is very effective. Ask, why did that bother me? What wound does it trigger? Celebrate out loud, even if it feels awkward. Be the friend you wish you had. Reconnect to your own path. When you know where you're going, you don't feel threatened by others. Remember, there is room for everyone. Someone out there needs your version of the message, of your art, of your life. And I know loud, real support exists because I am living proof of it. So if you feel stuck right now, really look at your circle. How does it feed you? How does it drain you? Maybe check your boundaries. Listen to your energy when you're around them. Listen to your intuition. Are you moving like the fox? Wise, protective, evolving? Or are you still standing in a space that you've outgrown? Don't water yourself down to stay connected. Find people who love you in full color. It's just not worth it. You deserve that. This fox, this sword, these wings, they aren't just a tattoo, but they're a lesson, a reminder that your energy is sacred, and it's time to start guarding it like it is. Thanks for being here. I am ADORABAO, tattoo artist, storyteller, cozy chaoser. If this resonated, like, subscribe, share with someone who might be on their own healing journey. Your piece matters, your art matters, and you matter. So thanks for hanging out.